Mexican leads therapy, wrenching in the garage. Wet paint dripping smooth, call it a mirage. Gold teeth popping, boots scratch the pavement. Hood legend status, I'm Texas entertainment. Low for life, rolling deep on chrome spokes. Swinging wide in Texas, watch all the hits provoke. AC blowing clean, sunroof doing its thing. Saginaw born king with that southern swing. Props to the engine humming strong under the hood. Fresh like tortilla, smell of grease in the wood. Interior.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mexican Lee back with another video. Hey man, this is gonna be kind of easy, quick, not too drawn out, not too long of a video for you. I'm pretty sore. My back's been giving me a lot of problems. Just so y'all know, I got another appointment coming up, my third appointment. I got 4 for each side of my back. This is a second level that we're gonna go in, put a nerve block in, which only lasts for a couple days just to let the doctor know exactly where in the area of the nerves we want to numb, basically, in order for me not to feel no pain, to make sure he targets the correct area before I go in for the 4th visit, which they will go in and cauterize or burn, or what it's called is nerve ablation. They burn the nerve endings, so that way I don't feel no pain. All right, but that's another story. Anyways, hey man, Mexican Lee's Therapy Garage, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me some comments, whether good or bad. I can take it, man. I got thick skin. Let me know if I'm doing this shit right, or let me know if I'm doing it wrong. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be. This is just the shit that I do to my cars at home. I'm learning just like y'all are. So anyways, let's turn this camera around and show you what we got going for tonight. I just got out of work. See, it's dark time, late at night. All right, so I was gonna use, in the last couple videos, I did say I had a lot of black one-odd New Concepts wire left over from when I did some other work to this car. When I ran my grounds for my amps, I drilled holes through the floor and drilled holes into my frame and ran my grounds right into my frame. And then the same thing I did with the front too, with the 2 front batteries. So this is what we're gonna do with this with the cap as well. So here goes all the ground wire, the black wire, okay, which I already ran the ground. I already cut it, ran it how I want it. It goes through the floor, through the back, through a grommet, and then bolts up where this amp ground is in the frame, because it's a bigger lug, bigger hole. So that's where I already got that tightened down. It's already routed, nice and tight. The grommet is nice and tight, sealed up from water getting inside. I don't think it would anyways, because it's super high up on the frame. So that's already done. I did that off camera. My son came out here, helped me out. And man, a huge shout out to them boys, man. They know their dad's not in the best of shape. I'm old now, and I can't just jump in and out these trunks like I used to. Even body work, man, I can't get in and out these cars like I used to. So it takes a lot longer for me to get a job done. That's why I don't take on jobs for customers, because I don't want to have to hear the flack or the complaining or, hey man, you're taking too long, or why is my car in paint jail? I'm not trying to deal with that kind of stuff. You know, there have been a few of my guys that I've done work for that are reaching out to me and they want me to work on their cars. They understand my situation, but I just keep kind of, you know, man, not necessarily saying no, but I'm not saying yes either, man. I just, you know, my health is great. You know, my heart ain't jacked up. You know, I ain't missing no limbs, thank God. It's just my back, man. You know, for those that have back issues, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, so how I told y'all, how I explained to y'all how I'm not gonna even necessarily call it a false floor, because in my box Chevy, in the Wolverine, when I made a false floor in that, all my wires to my music went underneath the floor. It had about maybe an inch of room from the false floor to the bottom. So that's where I ran all my wiring. That's why I call it a false floor. This one, as you can see, it's touching the floor of the car. Now, what this mainly is gonna do is hold my battery, well, the cap, it's gonna hold the cap, okay? And it's gonna hold the box, the speaker box. Now, later on, I am gonna upgrade my speakers, so I will be needing a whole nother box, but I can just recreate this right here. I'll take this out, make a different pattern, and then I'll cut out a different area for that speaker box when it comes to be that time. Right now, I'm not pressed. All right, so I already cut my wire to the length that I need. I did end up buying, I thought I had the correct fuse holder, which I didn't. It was one to where you just, you know, get the lugs from the battery cable and tighten it down on it. But these are to where you put, you know, you insert your wire into them and then tighten them down, you know, with your that's a ferrule that I got on my wires. So you slide it in, you tighten it down, boom, you're good. I had to order another one. In order for me to get one from New Concepts, it wouldn't have been here till next week, so I didn't want to wait. I'll order a couple from them guys later and then swap them out. But for now, I want to see what this thing is going to do, see how it's going to perform. So this is how we're going to hook it up for now. It's not going to be, everything's not going to be matching New Concepts or Down for Sound at this moment. Now later on, I will get me some Down for Sound subwoofers because I do want to try them out. And I may get a new head unit also, but we're going to run with what we got in Ghost now. So I love the amps. I mean, they haven't done me wrong. I know there's a lot of, you know, negative things going on about these amps, but there's a lot of positive things said about these amps too. So, you know, I don't know. I remember when I worked at a stereo shop back in the day, we did have a lot of issues with customer abuse. So, you know, I don't know. I haven't had any issues with them yet. When I do come up to something like that, I'll deal with them guys, I'll write them, you know, whatever, and then go from there. But for now, we're all right. So what we're gonna do is I already cut the lengths that I need of the 1-odd. This is the Colossus Flex cable by New Concepts. Shout out New Concepts. Maybe they'll I can get with them guys and shit, hopefully they'll sponsor me on my next build. Bam, right there. Maybe not, you know, it is what it is. It's fine if they don't. But I love their stuff, man. Great quality. I love the cables. And on that build, I may actually go 2-odd. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I already got my lugs ready. I only need 2 of them for this one, because the other 2 are going to go, the wires, there's going to be ferrules going over these, and then they're going to insert into the fuse holder. So let me go ahead and get these installed, locked down, and then we're going to go ahead and get the I don't know if I want to use these ones. I got some different kind over here. The shrink wrap. I don't have any more of the New Concept. I love their shrink wrap, but I don't have any more of the red. So we're just going to use this one for now. I don't even remember. Sky High Audio. I think I got these off Amazon way back. I just had them in the drawer, so we're gonna use them. But let me hurry up and cut this camera off and get to work, y'all.
Mexican leads therapy. Garage building top notch, rides top to bottom. Wet paint, sunroof, open sounds banging. Interior fresh, ghetto superstar, Saginaw, Michigan. Born and raised, rocking gold teeth, cowboy hat and boots, wearing strong motor. Chrome spokes glistening. 87 Monte Carlo, SS name Ghost. 77 Monte Carlo.
All right, we're back, y'all. Okay, so I got my cables here. I am gonna trim these ends a little bit, but I also have my fuse holders up here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna offset them a little bit, one on this side, one up there, just so I can be able to get my Allen wrench in there to tighten them down and whatnot. Also, this cable, I may have to shorten it just a tad once I push this fuse holder over. I I'll do that off camera real quick so I know exactly what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. But from the looks of it, I think I'm gonna try to, I don't know, maybe shorten it up a little bit or try to move it over some. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll do that off camera real quick. I don't want to just take up so much time recording what I'm doing. I want to, you know, at least get this done and wired up. That way I can turn it on, fire the car up, and then open the app up. There's an app for this cap. I want to open up the app and see how it's actually working. When the car is shut off, this thing does turn off. It will still supply power from, it'll still get power from that battery up front, but it shouldn't harm it. I believe these things have like an internal shut off switch on the inside of them, so it shouldn't kill the other battery, but we're gonna find out. I don't know. You know, like I said, I've heard good things and bad things about these things, more good than bad. So for the price of it versus buying, you know, a lithium battery, I mean, shit, I just want to at least try it and see what happens. So y'all bear with me here for a little bit, and let me get these cables installed real fast. All right, YouTube, we're back. It is the next day, well, the next evening, and I'm about to hook the wires up under the hood for Ghost and the capacitor, the Ultracap. So what I got done last night was I was able to run all my wires. Like I told y'all before, the ground was already finished. So I ran my new fuse. I added the second fuse, well, third fuse. I need to double check and make sure I got my 300 amp fuse in there. Make sure I didn't just put a smaller one in there. I had to do that before I hook everything up. But the wires are ran. I got them connected to the cap. They're nice and tight, but I haven't hooked the wires up in front yet because I was tired last night. I wanted to go in the house. I was sore. So we're about to do that here in a second. But first, I need to make sure that my, let me grab this light. I need to make sure that I put the correct fuse in there. I know I had an extra one in my drawer, but one came with the fuse holder. So this one was laying on the table, and I was like, man, how did I hook up the other fuse if I didn't use that fuse in that new fuse holder? So I believe I grabbed my extra one out my box. So that's what I need to double check. So let me look here real quick if I can even get in there to see. It does look like it says 300 on there. But you see, that one's the new concepts. That one's a 300 for sure. You can see 300 right on the top. 300 amp. And that one is focus. Shit, I can't get in there and see. Yeah, that's 300 as well. So we're good on that. I made sure to get in there and get everything nice and tight. Man, I keep moving y'all around way too dang much. Sorry about that. But I want to be able to see this really, really good. So the only thing that we're going to run off of this capacitor for now is the sub amp. So let me see what I need to see. I'm gonna need both hands. I'm gonna have to undo my cables, put them on the terminal, and then tighten it down. So let me untape these, hook them up, tighten the cable down, and then I'll cut you guys back on here in a second when I get ready to crank the car up so we can see what the cap's gonna do. And I'm also gonna have to shut the camera off. I won't be able to record because I need to open up the app for the capacitor and see how it's actually running. Because with the app, it does show the functionality of this capacitor. So I need to see exactly what it's doing, but everything's nice and tight. It's in the tray and nice and tight. So I got to get my sons to come out here, help me get the box back in the car, and then fire it up. So let me cut you guys off for a quick second. All right, y'all, here we go. So we got juice, we got power. I did connect the app to the cap, and currently it's in run mode. Bluetooth is connected. You see the blue light. When I checked it just now, it said 14.97 to 99 volts that it's charging at. So everything's good. I'm waiting on the boys to come outside to help me put the box in the car. Fan should be kicking on any second, but I still need to go in there and change my gauge. I just wanted to get this up and running to double check all the electrical stuff, to make sure nothing was going to happen, make sure nothing was going to arc, catch on fire, anything like that. Pop a fuse. That's why I have so many fuses in this thing, just to be safe. Got to be safe, man, no matter what. So as you can see, I took the back seat out. That's because I had to get behind this thing in order to clean up my cables in the back. But she's in there. She's lit up, charging, doing her thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get the box in here. Pretty much hook it up, turn the music on, turn the lights on. I want to put a heavy load on the car and see how the bass reacts now that we have the capacitor hooked up. So that's gonna end this video. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update on how things went. Man, I feel pretty confident about this thing. So that was my fan that just kicked on, scared the shit out of me. But yeah, man, I need to cut this camera off and turn the music on once I get this box in this car, and double check the app for the capacitor. I need to go in there, check out the numbers, make sure everything's working fine. If there is an issue with it, this light right here will turn red, and it'll stop. It'll get out of the run mode. It'll turn red and let you know something's going on with the system. So these cables aren't hot at all. But yeah, man, y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Miss Mexican Lee's Therapy Garage. Y'all see it. We're out.
Tap into my channel, that's where you wanna be. 87 Monte Carlo SS, name girls. I bet when I punch the gas, all you see is white smoke. And you know we do it big Texas, so we going 100 spokes like we on West Coast. Mexican League Garage Therapy, come get with me, come get with me.